Good morning, everyone. Well, this morning I've got my latest tag, which is number 7, and a little bit of information about it. And I've also got a couple of my book pages that are completed, so I can show you those. Now, the tag this week was an absolute breeze for me because the prompt was hexagons made from circles, and I've got a tin full here of all different ones, so all I'd got to do was pick a few out and get on with it. But I've been thinking about this for a couple of weeks now. I wasn't particularly happy with doing my tags on the brown paper, and I did think at the beginning, well, after a couple of weeks, I wish I'd put them on fabric so that they were all fabric. So this week, and if only I'd done it earlier, I decided to do it all on fabric. So this is mine for this week. So what I've done is, how can I explain it? Well, I'll show you the tag first and then I'll explain what I've done. So I used 2 different types of fabric and put a little bit of trim to divide them. We've got a bit of, just a tiny bit of lace that I'd got in my scrap box, and then I put this circular trim round. And then we've got the 3 hexagons. I've just put a large one with a hexie in the middle and 2 smaller ones that I put little flower pieces in, and this little trim at the bottom, and that's it. And because it's all in fabric now, obviously I can't write on, well, I could write on the fabric if I wanted, but what I decided to do was print a few of these cards and do like a little belly band so that I can put whatever I want in there and it's not going to slip out. I've done it tight enough and the card's big enough for them to just fit nicely in there. So that's what I'm going to do. And I've actually been cutting, what I've got are 2 pieces of canvas, and it's these. And I've backed them with interfacing so that it makes it a bit stiffer, and then I can sew whatever I've got to do onto here, and then I've got another one to put on the back like that will cover the stitching as I have done on here, and then all I've got to do is punch my hole and put the eyelets in. So that's what which means that now I've got to alter all these, but I'm going to do that this week. I'll just make it a mission to get it done and put them on fabric. And it may be that I've got to redo them. If it has, so be it. But that's what I'm going to do. But my ring it's the biggest one I could get. And I think, yeah, it's a 2-inch ring. And, you know, there's only, 6 on there. And you might get 25 on there, but I'm finding that I'm really having it, they won't go through that properly without tearing it. So, you know, I think by the time we get to 52, I've got an idea for something else actually, rather than one of these rings, once they're all together, because obviously we're not going to be wanting to take them off, but that's for another time. So that's it for this week. So that's those. Just want to put my lid back on these, and then that's it. Right, so now last week I'll show you, oh yes, I showed you this one last week. Let me make sure that it's in frame. Yeah, yes, I showed you that and it wasn't finished, so I'm not sure how far I'd got, but obviously I've embroidered all around here. I put a button there, and then I've put little sewing pieces. I've got a tape measure, a thimble and scissors and a little sewing machine. Another piece of lace there, a ruler. It says inspired. We've got 3 little safety pins in cream. They are plastic ones actually. And then it says find joy in the little things and hope in unexpected places. And I think I'd got that on last time you saw it, but that's that one completed now. So that's that one. And then the one that I've done this week is this one. So I've sort of done different pieces of fabric. I think we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. Yeah, 5 under here. Piece of doily here that I've just put some chain stitch and then the buttons to match the variegated thread. I've put a couple of my little oh, you tell me and I'll tell you. Buttons, what are they called? Anyway, I've done them with little flowers or trees, whatever you want to call them. I cannot think of the name, but the lady that shows you how to do these, she's very good at showing you, and I'll put the link in the description box if you want to make them. Dorset buttons, that's it. They're not the true Dorset buttons, it's just a variation of them. I've done quite a few actually, but I've not got those down here. Anyway, so then I did these scissors in felt, if you can see, in a felt background, and then put these scissors on top and just embroidered round in a deeper blue. We've got a hexie flower here, a spool that I cut in half. I do have a tutorial on this, but it's about, it must be 4 or 5 years old. I know I did a sewing book and people asked me how I'd done it and how I got the cotton round so smooth that it looks as if it is cut properly, you know, from a proper cotton reel. And I do show you how to do it, but you probably have to search for it. Bit of lace here. We've got some buttons. Shabby chic, that's from off the selvage of some fabric. This was cut from some crocheted piece, and I just put buttons on and just a bit of embroidery. I think they're French knots, yes. We've just got some straight stitch and another one of my cigarette silks, a bit of a ruler tape, some pins on some linen, a couple of buttons, and I've just done little stitches just to fasten that down. And then on the bottom here I've got 2 lots of lace, got this one here and that on top. And this lace here I'm putting round every one of my pages, but when I put them together, and they'll go together something like this. What's that? Oh, that's the one I've started for this week, but I'll show you that next week. So I shall fasten them together like that, and then when you open them you've got the full spread, and then in between the pages I can put some more lace, and when you open for the next page you've got, so effectively it's doing 2 pages in one, and that's how it turns out. So that's it for this week. I could have recorded this yesterday, but we're having such terribly cold weather. I don't think we've had a winter as cold as this for a long time. And yesterday it was windy, and I came down here to video, and it was like sitting in a freezer, even with warm clothes on. So I thought, well, I'll leave it until it isn't just the tiniest bit warmer today, but it's cold, all right. So that's it. That's it for this week, and I'll see you next time. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.